Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Jude, and I'm on to Abanet. I would say that this about one of the videos I've made showing myself live, trying to discuss one or two things. And going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, specifically on telecoms, like I've always done before. Before now, we've done a lot of videos teaching tools and the rest of them. But I want to start doing stand-up videos where I'm going to be teaching more and more about telecoms, especially when it concerns RF, radio frequency engineering. So I expect you to subscribe to my channel and to feel free to ask questions where you're confused, and I believe that together we're going to do a lot of things together and we'll be able to move forward and to learn a lot concerning telecoms. But today I want to discuss basic reasons, 10 reasons why making out your career in telecom is very, very important. I know there are a lot of us out there who might be thinking, which career should I go for? Especially those of us who are graduates, and you're thinking if you can go into telecoms or which of the engineering career will you go to. What I'm going to do today is to present to you 10 reasons why you can consider going into telecommunications and make a career in telecoms. And for those of you who are already in telecoms who might be thinking you want to leave the industry, why you can still have to tarry for a while, because I believe you have a lot to gain. First thing is telecommunication industry is very resilient. What I mean by this, we all know what coronavirus COVID-19 is doing to the world today. In telecommunication, even as we sit at home today, even as there's lockdown in many countries, telecommunication is not in any way affected. In other words, telecommunication industries are making more money, because while people are staying at home for the lockdown, they are browsing, they are surfing the internet, they are making calls and the rest of them. So this is an industry that war, crisis, epidemic, or whatever you want to call it, does not really affect. The money, people would want to communicate, people would want to surf the internet, people would want to get connected, and telecommunication assures that. Unlike maybe manufacturing industry or even oil industry, you can be in some industries when there's epidemic, crisis or whatever, it's going to affect it. Telecommunication is not affected by any crisis. Even in war zones, people are trying to make up. Secondly, telecommunication is a field which, if you make your career in, it is an industry not for the kids, but industry for people with the real talent. In other words, it's not an industry where anybody can be picked from the street to start doing. For instance, as an RF engineer, you don't go to the street to pick anybody to start doing RF. You must have the skill. You must be able to do it. And not just having the skill, you must be led. You must know every single intricate of everything that's been discussed in your field. So I call it an industry not for the kids. You don't expect anybody from anywhere to be picked and that person is doing telecoms and you tell me he's performing well. No. So what does that mean? What that means is you've got a job security if you know what you're doing. Because if you're performing in a project and your output is very, very credible, nobody's going to replace you easily. They're not going to get another manpower from wherever to replace your skill. So all it takes is for you to be able to say, I'm a professional in telecom, or whatever field you've chosen in telecom, whatever thing you're doing, you're a professional in it, you do it very well, you've got a job security. Not everybody knows how to do it. It's not a field where anybody can just start up tomorrow, learn how to do it and come for your replacement. No way. So this is why you have to pick up a skill. Telecommunication. Number three, this is a very high paying industry. I mean, in telecoms, I've always told people, money in telecom is made in seconds. So when people are billed for seconds, you make call for 30 seconds, or you're on internet for 100 seconds or whatever, you're paying into the industry. And that translates to the money that goes into the hands of those engineers. So it's a field, a field that can pay you a lot of money. Your site, when they are maintaining a site, when they are trying to fuel a site, or whatever activities that is going on. So if you pick up a skill in this, then you're going to earn high. Although, depending on the industry or the company you're working for, but you have a very high opportunity of being well paid, well taken care of, and you can say you're making money. Unlike some other field that any crisis can affect, and no, in telecommunication, telecom engineers are actually earning very high. And that is why, one of the reasons why you should think about joining this industry. Number 4, there's something I've always told people about telecoms. Telecoms does not necessarily, I don't just want to say it doesn't respect your school grade, so to say. But this is a field where even when you come out with a very poor grade from school, once you have the skill, I tell you, you're going to get your job. So what telecom is always looking for is, can you do it? What can you do for us? It doesn't really matter if you have a first class. You can be a first class graduate, yes, very good grade, right? But if you don't know how to do it, no company is going to come your way. But you can come for a very poor grade, but you've learned the skill. You can do this by yourself. There's every opportunity that with the skill you have, they're going to take you. So for those who may not have been very lucky to come out with a good grade, I tell you, telecommunication is a very good area you can try it out. I can tell you, there are a lot of people who have even worked under me with very bad grade. They come out with a very poor grade in school, but they know how to do the work. They've got the skill. Nobody cares what their grade is all about, except for some companies who might say, except you come up with so grade, we are going to take you. But how many of those companies? We have so many SBC consultant companies in telecommunication looking out for people to take. So with your grade, whatever grade you've got, I tell you, you have an opportunity. All it takes is for you to have the skill, for you to be able to do it. All right? That's number 5. You've got an opportunity in telecom to travel. Telecom is not like oil industry. In oil industry, we can say, for you to go into oil industry, it's better you go for countries that are oil producing countries. Say for instance, you go to Middle East, some oil countries in Middle East, or Nigeria, wherever they have oil in large quantity. They're going to pay you very well, right? Telecommunication is an oil that exists in every country. Wherever you find yourself, if you go to the Middle East, there's telecom. If you go to America, there's telecom. Come to Africa, there's telecom. So you have opportunity to travel anywhere you want to go. And you have opportunity to have job in any country you want to have. It all depends on you and your luck and your skill, your ability to have what it takes. And I tell you, you're going to have the opportunity to travel around. You have opportunity to have job in so many countries of the world. So this is one of the things you need to get. Number 6, just like I mentioned in the first case, I said the opportunity to travel. All right. This second time, the number 6, it exists everywhere. What does that translate to? Higher job opportunities. Higher job opportunities. So wherever you find yourself, just tell them. There's every opportunity You can go into it. I don't want to deliberate much on that because that goes together with what we've explained in number 5. So, but here we are talking about increase in job opportunities. Since it exists in every country, you have an increased job opportunity. Okay, number 7. Telecommunication have what we call an unending evolution. When I say unending evolution, we had what we call 1G. Of course, mobile telecommunication, mobile cellular networks started with 1G, first generation. We have 2G, we've had 3G, we have 4G, 5G. We are talking about 5G all over the world now. They're already trying to standardize a protocol for 6G. And I tell you, we're going to have 7, 8, 9, 10G. As many G's you can talk about. An unending evolution. Whoever think today you can just go on a video chat with anybody. You can think of what is the next evolution that's going to come out. A lot of things are going to come out. A lot of evolutions are on their way. Unending. You know, when I tell people, if you go around, when you see people rejoicing they've given birth to a kid, a telecom manager is somewhere also rejoicing he's got a new subscriber in his network. Yes, because this kid is a future subscriber. Oh yes, he's going to buy phone. He's going to want to connect. Yes, and in the future, we'll be talking about the generation that will satisfy the needs of the people. Of course, we've got 5G now, and we're talking about the smart city, smart school, smart world. And this world gets smarter the higher the evolution. So you find a situation whereby you've got an opportunity to join an industry that will always spring out a job opportunity for you. All right, that's number 1. Number 8. Number 8 is you've got so many job opportunities. What do I mean by this? In the telecom industry, we've got 3 major players. We have the operators. Operators are those who buy license in countries to start doing telecommunication jobs. Like in Nigeria, we've got ATL, Etisalat, MTN, Globe. And in many countries, we've got Orange Network and the rest of them. We also have the vendors, those who make equipment. People like Huawei, ZTE, Ericsson, Alcatel, and the rest of them, they make equipment. All right. We also have the consultant companies that are coming to do 1 or 2 jobs or 1 or 2 activities in the telecom industry. So you find a sea of companies where you have numerous opportunities wherever you want to work. If you can't work with operators, you've got the vendor, you know what, you have some companies, too many companies doing different things. I tell you, too many companies doing different things and soaking out the money. So numerous job opportunities exist if you join telecommunication. All right, we have the 9th one, which is you've got a room for improvement. What do I mean by this? When you join telecoms, there's always every tendency for you to improve on your skill because new products are always coming out. And what does this translate to? I tell you, one experience I've got in this industry ever since I joined it is you have situations where companies advertise a particular skill and companies will be running around to find how they can get a manpower in that very skill. But unfortunately, very few people have the skill. So that's why this provides an opportunity for you to just improve yourself and get a particular skill you want and tell you are going to be a hot sale. Everybody wants to do this. You want to do it this way. They say RF engineering. In RF engineering alone, there are more than let me say 1,000 tools, and some companies would say they want this particular tool for you, for a manpower in this particular tool, which eventually you fall into the people that knows how to use that tool. So you have a sea of opportunity to improve your skill and have a better chances to get that right job. That's telecoms. Finally, I just want to talk about industry for the future. Yes, telecom is industry for the future because what are we talking about? I've told people the world is going haywire. You can check out what's happening now. Go to Instagram. Everybody is going Instagram. Even old women are going Instagram. I tell you, what we have in the world today is a situation whereby in the future you will have old women twerking on live camera, because the ladies you find twerking or doing whatever they are doing today are going to be spending data to still show themselves when they are old. You might be surprised you don't see a lot of old women, old men in Instagram today. It is simply because during their time when they were youth, they didn't grow up with this. But we have a generation that is already growing up with all this social media madness. What all this is going to translate to is data, money for who? For the telecoms industry. So you've got an opportunity in the future. It's the future. Telecom is the future, I tell you. They are already manufacturing some cars that use electricity. So everybody is talking about how to reduce the rate of carbon emission today in the world. How to reduce the rate of carbon emission to conserve the environment. So cars that are being made, they're already working towards making cars that does not use petrol. But in telecoms, in reality, this is not going to be the case in telecoms. So what it means is the oil industry is going to be knocked on the future, but the telecommunication industry will not receive this knock. And I'm sure not just the oil industry, a lot of industry will be knocked heavily. Let's talk about the banking industry. We are already talking about the cryptocurrency in the world. So of course the banking industries are already receiving the hits, and I'm very sure very soon this is going to go out. But anybody going crypto is going to use data, right? It falls back to telecommunication. This industry is industry for the future. The industry for the future. So it's very, very important, very, very good, very, very advisable that you become a player in the industry, telecommunication. So I've mentioned 10 different reasons why you should pick a key skill in telecoms. And I want to advise you to subscribe to my channel. You know why? I'm going to be doing a lot of stand-up videos, and my videos in actual sense is good. I want to start training people in a way you have never imagined before. Try to teach you the intricacies of this telecommunication the way you won't even get it anyway. I do online training. I've trained a lot of people before. All you need to do is to subscribe to my channel and to share this channel to other people, because gradually you are going to be the next telecom engineer. Next thing you can do is to look down below and register in my form so I can invite you for a Zoom training as well. So this is what just me. Thank you. I remain Mr. Jude. You should subscribe to my channel, share my channel, and feel free to ask questions, and I'm going to get back to you. Thank you for the attention. Thank you. I remain blessed.